Hello everyone. Today we're going to be looking into cross-hatching, a drawing technique used for shading. Cross-hatching is basically marks and strokes that go in one direction that are overlapped with marks and strokes that go in another direction to create different tones and trick our eyes into seeing different shades. You've seen this in a lot of places, from comic book drawings to old drawings to drawings in the dollar bills. If you look closely at the lines that are used to describe shade in those drawings, they're using cross-hatching. So let's look into the basics of cross-hatching.
For this workshop, you will only need blank paper and a pencil, a pen, a marker, or pretty much anything you can use to make fine lines on the paper. For basic cross-hatching, what you are doing is drawing parallel lines in one direction, like this. I'm starting in a 45-degree angle. This will give you a basic tone. Then, for a second tone, you are going to draw parallel lines in the opposite direction, like this. As you can see, this is having a darker tone than the box before. Now we will add a third direction. This time I'm using vertical lines to get our third darker tone. And now I'll add horizontal lines for a fourth, even darker tone. You can keep doing this, changing the directions of your lines in even the slightest angle, and this will keep giving you more accumulations of lines that will give you darker tones. Here's a scale I made using a pencil, a blue pen, a black pen, and a pink marker to show you that you can use any of these materials to achieve the effects of cross-hatching. Now, let's see this applied to a three-dimensional shape that we want to shade in a realistic way, like a cube. The most important thing you need to know is where the light is coming from. Let's imagine the light coming from here. This means that the top is going to be the lightest, so I'm only going to do one layer here. Now, this side here will have two layers. And you don't have to cover the whole surface because shadow isn't always evenly distributed. So you can cut some of your lines short to leave some areas with the lighter tone. This third side is going to be the darkest. So it will have three layers. As you can see, using cross-hatching to add shadow can make your drawings look more three-dimensional. Now, let's see the same technique applied to a more advanced shape, like a sphere. The first thing you'll notice is that the straight lines that worked well for the cube might not look so good on a round shape like a sphere. So here's another important tip for cross-hatching. It doesn't always need to be straight lines. You can make your lines follow the shape of the object you're shading so that it looks more harmonious and more realistic. See how when I use curved lines, it looks better. Now, if you've ever looked with attention at a round object, like a ball or an apple, and you pay attention to the shadow, you will see that the area that is furthest from the light source, where you would imagine the darkest shadow to be, usually has a little bit of a light tone in there. This is because the apple or the ball is usually resting on a flat surface, which reflects light back onto the round object. So your darkest tone isn't actually where the sphere touches the surface it's sitting on, but a bit higher up from there. Now, the shadow underneath the sphere cast onto the flat surface on which it's resting will be our darkest spot, so the sphere pops out. So I will cross-hatch the most layers there. Because the surface is flat, I can make my lines flat again.
On our next video, we will be looking into a work from the Bronx Museum's collection and try to draw it using these cross-hatching techniques. So be on the lookout for part 2 of this video. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you have fun applying cross-hatching techniques to your various drawings. Please share your drawings using cross-hatching with us online. Bye!